Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds, where we're kind of stuck on a spaceship right now, because we've been impounded. Because apparently how this game works is you go to a place, then you get told that you can't leave that place until you've done, like, a problem, and then you have to solve that problem, and that solving that problem usually resolves, like, a lot more stuff going on. I honestly, like, I get that for the first one. I'm not sure why we needed that here as well. But that's fine. Whatever. It's problems. Everybody got fucking problems. Right. So I don't remember what the fuck I was doing. Hang on. Wait for it to load. It was a bit sluggish when you first start up. It's weird. Okay. So we picked up a whole bunch of like side quests and miscellaneous and all sorts of fun, wonderful things. Let's see now. Task. What's this? Probably says you might find work in stuff like some shipping, cleaning machine. Oh yeah, that's right. Was this? This was about the robot on board the ship. Yeah, we'll work something out. So yeah, we need to see two people. We need to see. We need the key. And we need to be able to get the hell off of board this place. Apparently we got a lot of people kicking around. But if we check the map... And we can... What's the button? There we go. So I guess we'll just wander for a bit. And we'll see what's what. And what we can find. Didn't we go in there before? Hello. That's kind of creepy, I'll be honest with you. In fact, no, that's not just kind of creepy. That is just 100% creepy. Fair enough.
I'm sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you.
Wow.
Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
Okay. You work for Spacer's Choice. Ever been to Edgewater?
Heard of it. My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
It's not bad. They're struggling, but they've got good hearts.
That's true.
Yeah. I hope they're gonna be okay.
That's a Spacer's Choice beer. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too.
Can I ask about the hat?
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division.
You doing alright in there?
Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as Spacer's Choice is affordable.
You seeing that?
I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price.
How do you brush your teeth?
Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers.
Why does everybody have really good looking teeth then?
Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development.
Where can I get a hat like yours?
You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon.
Do you miss eating solid food?
Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker. Or anywhere in the Halcyon colony.
Yeah, I'll bet. Do you sleep with that on?
Trouble sleeping?
Heck.
Try our lunar
Yeah, it's
eclipse
only ever
next.
going to be...
In fact, the blast will send you through.
Yeah, okay. Space your choice make you wear that?
Add an additional 10% to your purchase.
Yeah, okay. So we're only going to get... Do you need help?
Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth
I think
lozenges
it's
a part of
part
you?
of me now.
Lunar Green.
Oh, God. I'm addressing the man beneath the mask. Are you okay?
Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job, it may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be.
Sorry if I pushed you too hard, Mort.
It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of it,
What do you sell here?
anything and everything.
These are high quality that needs replacing. Show me what you got.
Have a
Okay,
look.
let's at least have a look. Because we can sell a little bit. Okay. Yeah, because we picked up a whole bunch of stuff. I do want to try out that shrink ray at some point. Okay, revolver. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Tremor cleaver. I don't know what I want to keep. Oh, I got a grenade launcher. Where did I get a grenade launcher? That can definitely go. The shovel I want to keep. There we go. It's easier to look at like this. Okay, so what have we got? We've got a basic pistol. What am I actually using right now? I've got a stun baton, a rifle, a shotgun, and a machine gun, don't I? Well, an assault rifle. That's what I've got equipped. So I suppose keeping a basic pistol in reserve wouldn't be a terrible idea. Light assault rifle. Plasma rifle, that could go. I don't think I'm going to be using that anytime soon. Grenade launcher I might keep. Hang on, let me check my inventory a second. Here we go. Yeah, we got a stun baton. So we can definitely get rid of that one because it's worse. Although I do want to try that out at some point, so that'll be good fun. Assault rifle at 215. Got a light assault rifle at 180. It does have a bigger magazine size though. But no, I think I'll just stick with...
Have you... Don't... have a look.
Yeah, okay. So, back to weapons. So we got that stun baton, you to sell. Sell you. Spade. We got a shovel. Okay, that'll do it. And we don't need that. We'll keep you. Okay. See, this is the thing I'm really not sure about because I got a lot of this and a lot of it's very heavy, but I feel like I should keep some of it. What I really should do actually is store it on my ship. Alright, what have you got? Buy that. Some shotgun. I think some of this stuff is what I just sold to him. Okay. Thank you very much. Ooh. Oh.
I know she's in there, Mfuru. You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
Problem?
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Mfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place.
What's this about your friend?
Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
You don't like her, but you're checking on her?
You say that like it's weird.
None of my business, I was just curious.
I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all.
Jesse's situation sound normal to me. I could look in on Jesse.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Alright.
What seems to be the problem?
I'd like to see Jessie Doyle. Apparently I also know her last name.
If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her.
The records say? Have you actually spoken to her yourself?
She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying.
Can I buy supplies from you?
Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here.
How do you mean?
We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff.
Oh.
We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable.
Well, it was worth a try.
Take care.
So I just got a thing going on. I don't know what it was. Clean machine. The empty man? Nope. Worst contract. If I seem to be complaining at the moment.
Pardon me. Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
You told me to tell you to get off his ass about your shipment. Better myself, isn't this a medical bay?
Sure is. You need a deft hand to straighten a busted nose or sparkle up those not-so-pearly whites? I'm your gal. Of course, there's not much cosmetic improvement going on at the moment, not without my mechanicals. Where the law is Irian anyway?
Something going on?
I'm expecting our delivery fellow to stop through with medical supplies and service auto mechanicals. Name's Captain Irian. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
I could try to find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Well, I didn't realize that was a thing, but,
Pardon me.
Patient experiencing use of side effects, last voyage, complains of longer days and increased boredom as if time itself is slowing down. Never seen complications this severe. High dosage of stims. Learned that interstellar crews call the condition skip flow. Who knows someone who knows someone who had it. In cases, say the person's body and mind break down entirely. Board medics, a few who bother to reply, insist the patient was making up shrink their duties. Yeah, that's what I've got. That's why I can like slow down time and stuff. God, he's still coughing. So, looking at the map, I gotta go into quarantine? That doesn't seem like a very good thing to do. I am here now.
You the new hire? Nice to meet you.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
No. Well, yes, but I never really cared about it.
To the last ratchet on rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Ellie sent me.
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
She's worried about you a lot. Intimidated. Open the door before I kick it down. See, it's tempting to start throwing intimidations out there, but I don't want to be that kind of person. She's worried about you a lot.
Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
Hi.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See,
Definitely
I owe
not.
them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
I do work for the board, actually. What do you do that got you into trouble?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
You think the board has someone following you and now you're hiding?
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
So you stole it.
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
Ellie asked me,
Udom Bedford's
blah, blah,
the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
I guess I can talk to
Thanks
him.
for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Fucking hell, okay. God, that always punches you in the face, doesn't it? Okay, Well, let's get out of here before I run out of purple stuff. I'm out. Alright, skill points. Skill points. Okay, what do we need upped? I have not put anything into dodge and block. Defense skill, what's the ability to leap? Block. I don't know, I just never use that shit. I don't know if I'm supposed to be focusing on that more. I just don't see the point. Okay. Let's hit that up to level 40. Unlocks access to restricted items in vending machines. That's good. We can put up you to 30. That seems good. That gives me 3 points left. Could put it into melee. Or handgun. Yeah, guns. Let's put it into guns. I know that means heavy weapons doesn't quite go up, but it does mean that handguns gets closer to being useful. Long guns is the main one I use, but yeah, handguns could be useful. Alright, that'll do it. We didn't get a perk, of course, because that was only level 9. But that's very good.
Any word on Jessie?
She's in debt to the board and thinks someone's after her. I'll handle it.
Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
Okay. Well, nice of you to be so bloody helpful. Gotta do everything myself, haven't I? Waste disposal. Alright, what we got? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's just like off the ship. Ah. Presumably that's like our end of the ship. Ooh. Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's a bunch of upstairs stuff. This is where I was like jumping across gaps and all that stuff. Okay. I guess we can check this place out. Doesn't look like there's anything actively available, but I want to go exploring. Maybe I can stumble across.
You been flying the outer systems route lately? Deader than a space caterpillar out there.
Traffic's down all over. Even the others are holding on to their manufacture. Exports are way down.
Drink.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
No goodie.
Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed? Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products.
Alright. Let's go have a look-see around. Up, bathroom. Hello. Oh, you're not doing too good, are you? Oh, that's in red. Not red even. Ooh, kitchen.
Who wants to play an impromptu tossball match? No one? Really?
Definitely no. Oh, it's all in red. Well, I don't have that. I don't even know if there'd be a place to get one. Can you pickpocket people?
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
I guess pickpocketing isn't a thing in this game, which is weird when you think about it. It was such a big thing in Fallout. Hello.
Seeking relief from the heat?
Till June Lei gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing.
All the trades in the system come through here. Heard anything interesting?
I hear tell some folk down in the townships are getting offered early retirement. Who'd think of such a thing? What would you do with all the time?
What's this heat issue I hear people complaining
The
about?
radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it.
Sounds like you might have an issue with your thermal control system.
Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here, and it's only gonna get worse.
Well, just open the door and let some of the heat out. Who's in charge of fixing it?
Engineering. Chief Junlei Tennyson, to be precise. She runs this heap. Best she can, anyway. Don't know what's got her dragging her heels, but I wish she'd hurry it up.
Maybe I can do something about
That's not for me to say. But if you're feeling the urge toward helpfulness, you can find Chief Junlei in engineering.
I will. Well, she's one of the people. What do you know about her?
There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. Any system you could name, June's crawled around inside and made it better. She doesn't come around here often, though. Don't see her as much of a drinker. Too straight-laced for that.
Alright, what have you got for
What
sale?
ain't I got?
It is all literally just booze. Restricted stock, indeed. Well, okay then. Well, that's fine. Okay, well that's fine. Oh, I can't get in there because that door was locked. Okay. Bells, shells. What the fuck is this?
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back.
Oh, shells.
I got a full line
guns.
of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
Oh, what you got? What's the benefits of modding my weapon?
Why, it gets you the weapon best suited for your lifestyle.
All the better for performing a little percussive maintenance.
Self-improvement, including one's weapons, is always a worthy endeavor.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. Bunker down in a bush someplace and pop off heads. What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine and a barrel heatsink to bump up rate of fire.
How do I attach them?
Only takes a bit of elbow grease and a spot of engineering know-how. Most ships have a workbench near the cargo hold. Ours is in engineering. You could take your new toys over there if you feel like tinkering.
Does it void the warranty?
A what? Sorry, hon. Here at Bell's Shells, we just don't discuss impolite topics, and WARRANTIES tops the list.
Yeah, that's a yes then. Where can I find them?
Right here for a start. I got a fair selection. Modified weapons are my specialty.
Can I take a mod off or replace it?
No and yes. When you install something, it pops in there real nice, but if you want to replace it, the originals tend to snap like plastic toys.
Okay.
So, what can I get you?
What have you got? Anything that I might actually want? Oh, you also got a whole heap and helping of weapons. Okay, well that's not bad. You got boltered pistols. No, we're fine on that. Flamethrowers. Plasma carbines. Shotguns. Flamethrowers. Plasma rifles. Revolvers. Grenade launchers. My god. What have you got? Whisper Quiet Muzzler. Ranged weapon mod. Barrel reduces the noise of each shot. Increases critical hit damage. I don't know what I've actually currently got. Hang on, let me check. Armor mod. Increases ooh! I've got carry capacity mods. Increases noise. I should actually go and look into some modding stuff. It might be useful. That's a nope. Hello. Waste disposal. Hang on. Always worth exploring everywhere. You never know what you're gonna find.
Nicely done.
Uh-huh.
Here they come.
Hold that thought. Inventory. Zappy stick. I wasn't expecting that, but okay. Someone living around here? Hmm. Well, seeing as I took all the opportunity to friggin' sneak in here, it's not like I've got moral qualms about this. And, ooh. Don't worry, I can sell it back to her. She'll never know it's gone. I don't in and of itself have a problem with stealing. I just don't want to steal everything that isn't nailed down because it can kind of break these sorts of games.
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here. Where's the...
Yeah, well, everybody's got waste. It is literally the problem of
stay up top?
every civilization.
Keep watch. Okay.
Ooh, rest and go key card. Frozen dinner. I literally just got a free key card, so I'm not exactly complaining right now. Water crystal, what's this? Frankie got us a lead on some local salvage. One of the Groundbreaker's old hangars was bricked over until someone found it by poking around in the stevedore's quarters. Lydia gave us the go-ahead to plant her flag once we clear out the new arrivals, sending you to scout. Look for loose panels. You can climb on top of their bunks and head towards the back wall. Just watch our backs. I think we're being tailed. I thought you said you were going to stay up there. Okay. So where the hell is... Where's the stevedore's quarters? I don't know what the fuck a stevedore is.
My dad taught me some French, you know. Stuff about omelets and, fromage. I could take a look at that journal.
By all means. I would be astounded, yet astronomically in your debt.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing at all about eggs and cheese in here. Sorry.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Ooh, hello. Okay, I think we can sneak our way across here. Woohoo. Can we? That's a no. Oh shit, no, isn't it? Excuse me, guys. That was fun. That's a nice little secret stash hidden away there if you've got the skills.
Help! I'm locked in here. Can you get me out?
Easy.
Thank you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief?
Are you
have
alright?
no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend.
What happened?
What usually happens on this partially pressurized rust bucket? Something broke. Well, actually 2 things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came to clean that up, the damn door decided to close and lock on me.
How long were you in there?
Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ugh, could have been days.
You've gotten used to the smell after a while.
That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft.
Okay, well, good luck out there. I'm not gonna bother asking for a reward from a guy who's been stuck in a shitty ass toilet for a while. Oh, Bard. That's a shame. Maybe I can go around. Ooh.
Fight on our hands.
Great work!
It's fine. So I guess that means I could have snuck past them instead. Yeah, I'd rather take the experience, thanks. Alright, we can open up you. Oh, Mr. Bar. Okay.
No one saw me trip over that, right?
What? Nope, apparently not. Realized immediately started looting, but shush. No one cares. Actually, I probably shouldn't steal everything. Corporate Service Award. Guess I can have that. That's the sort of thing I was looking for. Key card. I probably shouldn't take everything. I don't know, actually. Stealing doesn't normally have long-term consequences except, you know, for the actual theft. But thinking about it, it's entirely possible they could have added in, like, long-term consequences for theft. Like, if you steal a lot of a person's stuff, that person ends up in trouble. That's a mechanic that should be in a game. I know that would be really annoying, but it would at least make people think twice about nicking stuff. Like, if you could actually say it where, like, if you nick something from someone, then they're like more likely to, I don't know, end up in debt or something awful like that, you know? Hold that.
What the hell's going on? We were in a holding pattern for 2 hours just to get...
Hello.
I'll keep quiet.
You don't need to keep quiet, you just need to sneak through the hole. Christ, I don't know what the fuck that was then. Yeah, take that. I don't need all of this stuff, really. The key cards I'll take, because keys are just useful. Keys.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Wicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the
So 2 corporate freighters before I got stranded here. Everyone's heard my sob story, but no one's listening. To them, I'm just background radiation. Wasn't my fault the captain decided to take off early. Wasn't my fault no one checked the crew manifest. Wasn't my fault they replaced me with a full-timer. Now I'm filthy, bitless, and bedless. As far as anyone's concerned, I'm Groundbreaker trash. That's how I live. And if no one agrees to take me on as crew, I suppose that's how I'll die.
By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Okay. So that's all the downstairs stuff done. So we've got Udom's in that direction and Junli's in that direction. Also got Gladys there, but we need to do stuff for her first.
C&P chicken and potato.
Users. Calamari. Major spacious choice. Use an employment contract. Keep telling you that the hat doesn't fit right. There's something wrong with it. How many people have worn this thing before me? This is my life now, because if it is, I'll take it. I'll be your moon man, but there won't be anything left of me to care. Oh yeah, that's right. Hope you're doing well, Mom. Thought I'd check in. Engineers visit the shop a bunch. I remember when I used to turn a wrench back at home in Terra 2. Lady Hagen over at Sublight told me I could always pursue a career in salvage. If this thing doesn't work out, please give Dad and the others a hug from me. Mom, it's really great. We can stay in touch like this. Those reminders of home are more important than ever. Enjoy the quality spaces choice goods I sent and get ones just like them at home, but I figure you might appreciate me getting the company discount and all. You okay, honey? God. We got around the problem has and tools. Meantime, enjoy some additional water rations, take breaks, you deserve them. Yeah, huh? Sublight salvage, loitering on board property strictly prohibited. Okay.
How are the repairs going?
Just plugged the last of the O2 leaks. I'm ready for downtime.
Nasty encounter you had down there. Sorry, man. Fucking pirates, right?
Spratwurst?
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're Terra fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen?
What's spratwurst exactly?
You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then Terra fry them in their own juices.
Yep. You know, that penny only just dropped. Sprats are space rats. I should have connected those dots before, but I didn't. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Is spratwurst like borstwurst? I've seen that a lot.
Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice. Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike.
What does Terra fry mean?
Terra frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret. A mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry.
What is this, KFC for the future then or something? Is it your own invention or?
Legally? No. The Terra frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&D'ing our own special meat.
So you did invent it, but they owned it. Yeah, okay.
Just as well. Near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm fresh sprats.
All right, I'll leave you to that one, thanks. Ike's Armory, fair enough. Mardat. Oh, you weren't kidding about the heat. Auntie Cleo's. Hello.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Are you a glorified vending machine?
This unit is programmed to simulate shock at such assertions. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed.
That's about right. Let me take a look at that. Maybe I should
Shock
fix it.
simulation restored. Initiating shock subroutine. How dare you? Shock subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
What have you
Beginning
got?
dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
Mock apple juice, triplicate pasta, ketchup. Ketchup is in ketchup, very funny. Fair enough. Is that a chef's hat? Of course! Thank you anyway. Can I get in there?
Easy.
Oh dear. Why is he purple? Oh wait, purple berry punch. He was hit on the head with purple berry punch? Please follow all recommended safety protocols before maintaining or cleaning the unit. Also, please remember to deactivate and remove all slicing, dicing, blending, filtering, chopping, deboning, and tenderizing apparatus prior to it. Very blood obscures the rest of the manual. I'm betting he forgot to do all of those things. No one seems to care. I'm pretty good at sticking my nose in. Alright, so that... Don't do that. Alright, so we got 3 different directions. We can check out sublight, which may... Oh, I wonder what this is. Where's this go? Change into back bays. Ah, that's somewhere else I do need to go. We'll stick to this floor first. I didn't realize it connected via the middle. Oh, well no, it doesn't, does it? Or maybe it does. Maybe I just end up somewhere else. Okay, just checking areas I haven't been. Well, we do need to go see her at some point, so...
Those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Tospo finals are scheduled to air soon.
Good
but a
lord,
scandal has
he's
rocked the
so
league and
unbearable,
thrown
I
an
can
pivotal
hardly
game.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn, though.
And referees are
Ready to temp. Personal messages. More complaints about the state of the back bays. I already told Martins they're free to flush out Red and his outlaws. They're so knotted up seeking warrants and paper justifications. They want someone else to solve all their problems off the record. Sorry boys, not my job. Makes sense. Well, it's 18% since Martin Callahan showed up. It's that damn mask. Who the fuck's Martin Callahan? Found another listening device in my office. This one's the side of a toss ball with a cord leading all the way back to sublight. Subtle as always, Lydia. Could have sworn the automechanical chef arrived with a company tech. No record of the guy leaving the station. We'll have to look into this. I think I found out where he is. Benefit station at the rest and go is getting out of hand. Ethel better not be branching those critters again, or swept with or I'll airlock or stall. Fair enough. The implications you're using cause my breath to hitch in my throat. I'm certain that we can arrive at agreeable understanding. For what is a board liaison if not a facilitator for handshakes between great powers? Much like the board and yourself. When you do decide to return to the negotiating table, consider once again the embassy expansion plans I laid out. Gestures of good faith do not go unpaid. The board rejected my request for new radiator parts again, even after I greased their wheels with some targeted donations. Funny thing, when I used my admin privilege to survey the outgoing comms, I noticed some activity from your office. You choose your words carefully, but I plucked a juicy phrase from the transcript. Let the frog boil a while longer. And now I have no radiator parts. You're playing with our lives. Did they install you on the ship just to get under my skin? Or are you pulling this shit for fun? So she suspects that Udom is presumably working for the board and being a bit of a dick about it. That's not a door, is it?
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends.
You were not there a minute ago.
Formal introduction.
Were you, and did I just miss her?
See many visitors.
Captain of the Unreliable, though my ship's a bit grounded at the moment.
I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
I'll do what I can to help keep the peace.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Well, once I get out of impound, I'm bound for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Ready, you wanted to talk to her? Go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
I think you're in there.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Nice job.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
It seems kind of warm in here.
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
I haven't fixed them yet.
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Is there room for compromise?
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
Need a contractor to work this out. I'm available for a reasonable rate.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Back bays. There's a catch, right?
The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
I'll get those parts back.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Excellent. Okay, so that's good.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Reports from concerned supervisors.
Workbench. Tinker. Modify. What have we got? Damage type shock. No, I don't really want that. Plasma. Magazine size, huh? Yeah, sure. Do that. Okay. Ah, so they're... Oh, good. They are actually separate by spread. Reduces weapon spread by 20%. It doesn't have a lot of weapon spread. I think I'll leave that one. Alright, what about you? What have I got for you? Shock of plasma. Well, the effective range goes way down though, which I don't really want. Couple more points of damage, why not? But yeah, tinkering just levels it up a bit. That's not too bad. But obviously it gets more expensive with each one you do. And it's not like I don't exactly have a lot right now. Let's repair my shit. Might as well keep everything in good nick. No point otherwise. I'm guessing, yep, that's all not takeable.
You've missed 3 shifts without notice.
I was fixing that toilet you sent me to repair. The one above the Lost Hope?
That was days ago.
The fucking door gets locked behind. And it wasn't until this freighter captain found me that I...
You're lucky the chief would have my ass if I spaced you. Now get back to work, Private.
Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career goals.
You should clear out. Engineering's a dangerous place to wander.
Oh, sealed. Can't have any fun. Alright, so that's... Now, I do think that perhaps this is set up wrong. Because you go down to floor 1, right? And it's claiming that it's above floor 5. That must be like a... I don't know. Must be just the way it's set up, I guess. Yep, Gladys. I do need to nip into Sublight before I go see the guy over at Halcyon. Oh, what fun.
Sublight Salvage. Their front looks surprisingly on the up and up.
You reckon we can shop here, or is it all spoke for?
Anything worth looking at? Lost another contractor to a UDL gunship. This is your daily reminder that legitimate businessmen don't run from the authorities. And that is what we are. Stay calm, present your papers. If you get tangled up in the courts, I will personally bail you out. Anyone seen Hawthorne lately? Could use some reliable help. Isn't Hawthorne the guy I'm pretending to be? Like most use process is bringing sublight a consistent income from today, I say so. You're to treat her as an extension of my desk. Speaking of which, Tobias, order an extension from my desk. Fair enough. Okay. Nothing desperately interesting. I did have...
Sublight for life. Corporations never lifted a finger for me.
So I'm going to assume we just check. Yeah, Sublight's pretty neutral. Savages, business IT, transportation and waste disposal, tangled with contractors and secretive vice presidents make up their official hierarchy, leaving no one to speak on the record about Sublight's more legally dubious activities. Basically, they sound like scavengers who might not always wait for a ship to be
Seen you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicar?
on the
Need us
up
to
and
slow
up.
down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no
Hello.
shame.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and
God,
Shipping,
you're
a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the unreliable?
Yep. How'd you know?
Money. We got it. The Steve Doors want it. I'll take that as a yes. Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door.
Thank you. You're a Sublight employee, huh?
Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
I should go. Okay. Hello, 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 and time for a break. It's just gone 4 o'clock, so we'll take our usual 4 o'clock break. Back in a sec, guys. And we're back. Hopefully. Hello. There's a lot of people. Are you all security or something? Is that what this is? Probably not it is. I can't open this one, however. Frontiers. Intriguing how we develop our resources to the stars when there were still so many problems to be solved on Earth. Exposing our fragile species to the breadth of the cosmos renders settlers and spacers alike vulnerable to the mysteries of other worlds. Fate is an outbound civilization could hinge on a single miscalculation, an unobserved variable, or any number of alien catastrophes. Reckless and impatience are perhaps hardwired features of humanity, not errors in our genes as others may imply. Well, you know, people often make that thing about like space travel and stuff, which it could be all like, hey, you know, why are we looking out to space if there's problems to solve on Earth? Well, partially it's because if we don't, then some problems on Earth will never be fixed, because there are some problems on Earth that you can only fix by going out there. I know that sounds like a paradox, but you know, that's the way the world works. Hello.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down.
Oh, you're welcome.
Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
I saw your job opening in one of the public terminals.
At least one system on Groundbreaker still works. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
Don't let Ada hear you calling her ship names.
Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings.
I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
There is always a catch.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
Don't have a nav key, but can I still take the job?
I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits.
I take it Sublight isn't strictly a salvage operation?
These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down.
What kind of other sectors does Sublight pursue than salvage and shipping?
Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow. You know, legal formalities.
Sounds complicated, but profitable.
Thank you. I work hard to keep it that way.
How, organized is this business?
Very. I have this thing about numbers in spreadsheets, grids in general. I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman in Halcyon, but I'll settle for being the most organized one.
She does sound like she's at least being upfront about it. She's like, yeah, we do criminal organizations. Of course, we can't call them that for legal reasons, but yeah, we're basically pirates. Fair enough. All right, well, I'm off.
Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
Okay, then. So... get part of the radiator. Yep. Stellar Bay. Yeah, that's the other thing, isn't it? So I gotta get the nav key for Stellar Bay. Fudge. Yeah, so in order to get the nav key, I need to talk to Udon Bedford to get my friggin' lockdown lifted. And I've also got to investigate a distress signal on Terra 2, which I can do once I lift the lockdown. So.
Why in the architect's name would you say that?
It's just that you're real grouchy. Kinda all the time?
I'm not grouchy, I'm just irritated by inane questions.
Yeah, see, when you say it like that, it makes me wonder.
In a food situation. Ship impounded. Looking for work. Down on my luck. 56 times. God's sake. Hacked. Even though it's been 20 years since I last meet up on Groundbreaker, I was hoping we could get the old gang back together. Wildcat group. I understand things have changed. Some of us are long-range haulers, some of us have gone corporate, some of us are likely dead, and some of us are on Tartarus. Not reading this message, but I haven't lost hope. Huh. Interesting. First off, I got all the ice at the trip. Dashkova. 2 years out, 2 years back. 5. Okay, fair enough. Alright, well, guess we better do this.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh, real scary. You're really gonna arrest us on our station?
Yeah, this is Chief Junlei's ship. You don't own shit here.
Step back. I'm required by board bylaws to use excessive force.
The Mardettes would space you for trying, you waste of O2 scrubbers.
Yeah, O2 scrubbers.
Look, just get out of here before I tell your captain what you've been getting up to on the clock.
Whatever. We got a date at the Lost Hope anyway.
Is this really what you want to be doing with your life, Marcy? Guarding stairs for that walking mustache Udon fucking Bedford? I gotta get off this detail.
Yeah, this ain't ostentatious at
I'm
all.
just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
Please
You
do.
think the board and its agents would be more content sitting at the top of the system's food chain as they are?
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Yeah, he's kinda dead.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
Sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What was your relationship with him?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Yep, he sure did.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man.
I didn't realize these two were friends.
How did he die?
You really don't want to know the answer to that. He died in an escape pod accident. Trust me, you don't want to know the details.
You're quite right, of course. Best not to pry into such dismal things.
My escape pod landed on top of him. I had to actually think for a second, how did he die? Was he killed by the ferals when he waited for me? Oh no, that's right, my escape pod fell on his head. Again, I'm sorry. Can we get back to the topic at hand?
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Why is the board so interested in Wells anyway?
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Alex never mentioned Phineas Wells.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
How about Jesse Doyle? Don't remember that one. Hang on. Who's Jessie Doyle and why do I want her debt settled? New parts for the radiators. Science weapon on the Groundbreaker. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, we'll give it a go, I guess.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you?
I'm here about Jessie Doyle.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
Put her under an indenture contract. She's probably not gonna like that, is she? How much?
Kind and efficient. Can't say I disapprove. Although, seeing as this woman isn't a member of our crew, it'd be nice if the price weren't quite so high.
I think you may have underestimated the size of Miss Doyle's debt. If you'll look over this itemized bill.
2245 bits. We're charging that much for emotion language. A total of 2254 bits might cover it.
I'm glad we could come to an accommodation. You may inform Miss Doyle that our collections agent will be recalled. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
No, that's fine. How much did I just give up? I have plenty. Money is not desperately hard to come by in this. No, we want to do... Nope. Nope. There we go. Oh, she's
Wish
here
I
now.
could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice too.
Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night.
She's got a big nose.
Seems I'm in the clear, thanks to you squaring my debt. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
Watch yourself while I'm gone.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
You saying you work me just because I helped Jesse?
If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
What exactly did Jesse do for you anyway?
She helped me win a bet.
What was the bet?
We were on a smuggling run planet side when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur.
Don't tell me you tried.
What can I say? Something about people telling me I can't do a thing that just makes me itch to prove them wrong. And as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off.
So she saved your life.
Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet.
Well, welcome aboard.
You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Meet me at the ship. Actually, what I don't know what her skills are. What was she? She was a sawbones, a medic. Meet me at the ship.
Traveling in style, are we? I'll be sure to nab a cabin with a view.
Dr. Fenhill, glad you opted to join us. It'll be good to have a Sawbones on the crew.
Fuck, okay, there we go again. Hey, skill point 2. Alright. What do we want to up? 10 points. Put some guns up a bit. Do that. So heavy weapon critical damage, handgun critical damage. So yeah, they're all at 40 now, so that's looking good. We've got... Put that up. And then Europe, just a couple more on top of that. I don't think that's okay. We do want to keep these edging up slowly, because if we don't, then it's going to get a little complicated. But that should be fine for now. Perks. Because once I've done another perk up here, I can finally unlock level 2. Or tier 2, whatever the hell it is. Okay, what do we got? Time dilation meter max. Damage when parties when you're alone. Walk speed up. Sprint speed up. They're all. I know I've said this before. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've said this before. It's all some of these things. They're just sort of nice to haves, rather than oh, this is essential. But I'm thinking I'll get the durability thing because that'll keep my stuff going a bit longer, which is always good and useful. Okay. Okay. You know, I'll be honest, that was the last thing I was expecting to talk to that guy. I figured he'd just be like a giant friggin' asshole. But I honestly was not expecting what we got in terms of his reaction to that. That is unexpected, to say the least. Okay. Search is forced to return by heroic stranger.
Hey, McBride, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
I want to. Hello? I was expecting you guys to just shoot on sight.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Put that down before you generate the entire deck.
I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
I'm here for some parts. Jin Lee sent me.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back with the crew.
So I can grab the part then?
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
Well, I don't have enough to lie. But I can give you some bits, I guess.
Tribute it is. And ain't this just a royal sum?
Don't we need those bits, Captain? To buy the key from the lady?
The principles of the universe dictate that sometimes we must appease others to keep from being roasted alive.
You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
Alright. Well, that's surprisingly welcoming. I was genuinely not expecting this to go as well as it did.
Got it. Inside voices.
Get that automech patch? Greg wants it up and running.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What are you thinking?
That's the wrong button. God damn it. Yeah, I need parts. Where are we going? Ooh, hello.
Can you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this?
Yes, would you believe I can? Hi, guys.
You're the first person I've seen who talked their way past McRed. It may not sound like much, but take my word for it. Wow.
What brings you to the back bays?
Junlei sent me down to collect the parts we need to fix the radiators. McRed got me all distracted sucking fumes and talking about the cosmos.
Youth these days have no principles.
I can't tell if you brought friends or if I'm still seeing things, so maybe I ought to lay off the fumes and head back to work.
Here to grab some radiator parts. Engineering could use them to help install them.
I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
Oh, okay. Hello. Hang on. Oh, sorry. I thought I was going to sneeze then for a split second.
Greg gave me a taste of the good stuff. I've been
Okay. Take all that. Axe. Do.
People don't like worms.
They're just tilling the soil. Besides, they're my friends.
Find a new friend. This worm fixation is screwing with her bottom line.
Ooh. The growing, glowing shit. I need to find out what the parts are.
Wake up. There's no such thing as pizza. It's all open-faced pasta. You're getting into the boss's
Fantastic, we've got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
Okay, so I'm gonna kill this guy apparently. That's probably not gonna end well for everyone.
Smells kind of like old Bess's outflow pipes.
Neighbor from above. What brings you to my little moonlight kingdom?
Yeah, the bounty on your head. I was hoping to claim the reward. So you a letter from Rizzo?
They rejected it again, didn't they? I thought I could take my fungus garden and go corporate, you know? Damn! Maybe I'm better off.
Rizzo's wouldn't know innovation if it bit him on their backsides. You're a natural inventor, Mr. McRed. Don't let him get you down.
Kind of you to say, engine gal. You're a lighter in dark times.
There's a bounty on your head. I was hoping to claim the reward.
Listen to the fire of those convictions. This one's hungry for justice. Alive or dead? Rare or medium? What's it gonna be? How do you want me cooked, bounty hunter?
No need for violence. Give me a lighter and the bounty disappears.
My flame? Shit. Little Flick here got me started on the pyro path. Fine. He's yours. Give him a good home.
Don't worry, Mr. McRed. We'll treat Mr. Flick extra nice on account of he's your friend.
You call your lighter Little Flick?
I'll miss my baby pyro, but it beats losing my head. This court needs its king, and I'm one of a kind.
Wait. Engraving on here. Does it say Senator?
Keen eyes you got there. Sanita gave me this lighter. We had a carnal understanding a few years back, and she wanted me to have something to remember her by. You can come and go in my little kingdom. Just try not to piss off any of the gestures.
Did she say gestures? As opposed to jesters? Whatever. Well, okay then. That went surprisingly well.
is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular...
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
Oh, I'm always impressive. I've got the parts for the radiators. What now?
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Oh, joy. Okay, define slight?
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
Okay.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Alright, so this is... I mean, this is a warm spaceship. Alright, where are we?
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to kill the manticore, but I'd be mighty grateful if you did. I've got this thing about giant insects.
Saw you coming.
Is there another one? Oh, still. Oh, still.
We were destined to prevail.
God damn it. Alright, let's see what else we got. Ooh, loot, 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 loot. Lootin', lootin', lootin'. Woo! Ah! Gee, I'm on fire. Okay, don't go near those things. Note to self, fire bad. I mean, who would ever have thunk it? Hello. Jumping bad too, apparently. What we got? If HQ should mean to be a probe, archived source. We have to report the Groundbreaker successfully arrived at the Lagrange point, having released our cargo from pre-prep housing settlers by intended colony worlds. May they prosper and expand. Now that stage 1 and 2 of the mission have been carried out, my family will take ownership of the Groundbreaker as specified in our contract, keeping the ship in active duty as an independent trading post, repair shop, and cargo bay. I'd be remiss if I close this transmission without sending my hopes, best wishes back to Earth. So yeah, that was back when the ship first showed up here in the system. It's very rich, unsavory elements among our colonial neighbors seem to have the wrong idea about why I was out here. If it wasn't for a 9-figure blood money salary and a Spacer's Choice logo stamped on my ass, it wasn't to nickel and dime passing ships out of their last bit. Groundbreaker has no role in the success or failure of the Halcyon corporate entities. Period. I negotiated that understanding and clearly outlined it in writing before I ever set foot on this ship. If anyone wants to dispute or compromise our independence, they will answer to a Tennyson. I'm assuming that's a gun. We're a family operation. Even when the last Tennyson falls, Groundbreaker will remember us and defend its freedom. Oh, so maybe not. I don't know. What is it? Who cares? Maybe it's the type of person. I have no fucking clue. Right. fixing stuff.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Right. Where am I going anyway? I can sneak. I'm pretty decent at sneak. Actually, I'm only halfway decent at sneak. Sneaky, sneaky. Fortunately, you don't. Ooh, hang on, is he going this way? Wasn't expecting him to do that. Ah, crap, crap. Crap, 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 crap. That was bad. Now he's gonna come over here and he's gonna look and he's gonna see me.
We've got a fight on our hands.
Ah, shit. Fuck it. You can take my electro stick up the butt. I knew I should have closed that door behind me, but I didn't have time because the other guy was heading in my direction. Take that. Fuck stealth. Get up. Christ, what are you doing to me?
Unexpected noise.
Where am I even going anyway? I have no fucking clue. And down.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says
System forming.
Is there another one somewhere? Oh. Apparently there's one upstairs. Where'd he go? Honestly, my zappy stick's not really that good. Will you stop dying? You're making me look bad. God, I should have replaced you with the bloody doctor. That's what I'm looking for there. Holy shit. Guess you can't do that, huh? Shame. What am I doing? Ooh, logs. Start getting restless, work around in half-cooked solutions, or we've got to mend Groundbreaker's bones. In many cases, we can't revive one system without cannibalizing another. Grandma lived with that reality, and so will I. Rally our spirits for what happens when I'm not around. Groundbreaker's real test will be seeing if our independence outlasts me. Pattern of cheese Goying's old schematics. Groundbreaker must have taken a beating during the crossing because she spent half her career patching it up. A lot of corners cut when they put this place together. Among our papers, I also found a layer of a hanger that doesn't match any of my dogs. Something might have gotten sealed off along the way. I think I've just had a bot show up. That's fun. Yeah, I hate to put sentiment down in print every time I open a panel. I can work around. Oh, bots. You gotta love them. No, I'm not gonna report that when I'm done. Okay, I hate to put sentiment into print. Oh yeah, that's right. Something about something in the. I think I know where that is. Maybe. Possibly. Or at least I have an idea for it. Return of route. Okay, cycle pumps. Okay, exit.
Jack, the temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Goodie.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular...
Hello.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
What's it like being in command around here?
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
Huh. Ship's a family business?
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gayan, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Okay, when are you two just gonna hook up? Was it a big change?
It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions for me. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Well, Haravati here could always help you shoulder the burden.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out.
Where's the self-destruct mechanism? Anyway.
You've got my attention.
Later. Maybe that's where she'll end up.
This is Halcyon.
Hello.
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time.
Or do you run out of time? Heading somewhere?
Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or... sometime dire soon.
Why are you about to lose your comm capabilities?
Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
was like, it's time to get it back online.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief.
I could check it out.
I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
You just what do you mean?
The relay stations orbit the edge of the Halcyon system, so they tend to receive the majority of any transmissions from Earth. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through.
You just let them sit in the memory? Yeah.
It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them.
Okay then, well, guess I'm off. Right, okay, that's another location to get into afterwards. I think I do want to check real quick. That was... I think this is the thing it was talking about before, but I could be wrong about that. Okay. Gladys. Who's Gladys and what do we need to talk to her? Oh, that's right. I got to turn in that bounty that I technically didn't complete, but kind of sort of did, so who the hell cares? Oh no, is that? Hang on. No, right, that's the wrong one. No, not that. That one.
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off.
Mm-hmm. He's dead, and here's his lighter.
Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future.
Mm-hmm. Boom. What are you doing in there? Alright, level 11. Excellent. So what do we want next? Could put these up a little bit. 3 points into there. A couple of points into that. That'll do it for now. I don't have anything specifically to aim for at the moment. Ooh. Increases the damage dealt by companions when using ranged weapons. I'm tempted to that one or that one. Actually, I'm probably going to be replacing Vicar with the Doc sooner rather than later. But I wouldn't mind. What is my engineering point at the moment? She has 46, so that would be 56, which would be a big amount. But then giving her more armor. What is her armor rating? I don't know. She got body armor. 7. Apparently she has 7 armor. Oh, let's give her armor. At least she'll last a bit longer then. In theory. Right, what have you got? Give you more health. I'm not gonna get rid of you soon, so I'll just give you armor too. Ooh, dialogue. Combat effect duration. That'll do it. Okay, now I somewhere around here. Yeah, here. That door's barred, but...
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
Media circus around circus time clowns. What? Media circus around circus time clowns. That's one of those headlines you know the headline writer had been waiting years to be able to write.
Advertisement for the following story. Some townships have asked Halcyon News to make a statement regarding the risk of food shortages. Rest assured, the far-sighted corporate leaders of Halcyon have tailored their product lines to be selective to the refined customer.
Quietly now. Well, well, well. What fine treasures might await us in here?
Dunno, but we gotta go past a bunch of friggin' robots first.
What the?
And outlaws. I'm assuming we can't talk my way out of this, huh? I think it's working. Ooh, hello.
We're still alive.
You sound surprised. Okay. Secret. So many secrets. We'll look out to see if there's anything actually useful kicking around here. Just seems to be a bunch of random shit. Hello. This at least lets me unbar the door. That will get me out of here later. So what's this? Prismatic.
Now I don't say this lightly, but that is a work of sheer universal beauty.
Okay, what do we got? Log one discovery. We're rummaging through the back bays to go to a very old Hammersmith crate that seems to have been sealed for a very long time. Bit of over recent determination prior to open, but I couldn't make heads or tail of my discovery. A prototype hammer. I didn't know Hammersmith actually made hammers, but I brought it to my lab for a closer look. How strange it glows. The trail of its wake lingers even when the eyes are closed. I've spent more time on the hammer. The initial workings are a state of art. Thermal, electrical, chemical systems all working in harmony. How is this even possible? The weapon is a breakthrough in circuitry and engineering, and many of its systems appear rigged against tampering. There's a cursory energy signature swirling about the weapon, though I've yet to identify the source. Air taste of copper. I have lost several teeth. I've had the most sublime prismatic dream since I invited the hammer into my bedchamber. Never mind that for now. Good news first. The energy signature matches Blondiot's elusive N-rays, raising the hammer's elemental properties to 4: shock, plasma, corrosion, and radiation. Now for the bad. In my attempt to neuter the self-destruct functionality, I inadvertently caused a small fire. The hammer's manual control may never function again. Swinging it seems to be the only way of cycling through its elementary modes. I must take greater care with future experiments. I've taken the liberty of locking myself in my workshop. My tinkerings were all for naught. This is no prototype. It's simply too flawed to recognize its perfections. The hammer is a lesson, a symbol. It whispers to me that disorder rules all things, but with a little ambition we can harness that power. Only by inflicting chaos upon others can we transmute disorder into harmony. And that is a lesson Halcyon is not ready to hear. What does that even mean? So what was the thing about read the journals? Also known in the black market vendors on Groundbreaker and Fallbrook. Apparently has success to pass on rare items. So sources, pursuing old logs or data archives from these vendors may lead to clues about where to find more powerful science weapons. Who's the black market vendor around here? I don't know. Wonder if I did that, would it? Oh, it does appear to have a Gladys apparently. Okay, so yeah, we're good. Anyway, we've hit 5 o'clock. A couple of minutes past technically, but we'll take another quick break and be back in a minute. Things are going well. Things are actually going well. So, see you in a minute, guys. And we're back. Did I forget to press the escape button or something? I may have forgotten to press the escape button. I wasn't paying attention. I was just sort of in a rush because I needed to go to the bathroom. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. No one cares. Apparently we gotta talk to someone or something. Where am I? Oh, I'm here.
This is Halcyon News.
Gladys. Who are you?
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rain.
Who are you, is it? Huh. You know, that does actually remind me. I also got a key card for the room up here. We should probably check that out. Hey, it's all mine. No one's going to complain about this. Seeing as, you know, they're saying I can take it. So I guess I'll take it. Apparently I can talk to you about stuff.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late.
I wanted to ask you something else.
What do you want then? My hard-earned wisdom? Anytime, sweet.
Although I didn't mention black market vendors. Nobody has success in past finding rare items using such sources, purchasing old logs, data archives from these vendors. Maybe I need to complete her quest first. Okay, so we got that. Silent voices, travel to there, distress signal, view distress signal, find counter on Scylla, track down original channel. Yeah, they gotta go to Monarch. Drinking sapphire wine. Find an acid steeper. Anything in here that points me to that? No, doesn't look like it. Probably doesn't have a... Playing Roseway. I haven't been there yet. One thing I did remember, and hopefully I can get it back. Hello, you.
Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly?
Now, fair warning, you're still logged in on one of the public terminals.
Shit. Oh, shit. No, I mean, excellent. Yeah, that was intentional. As the face of Spacer's Choice, it's
yeah, one of the things I think I did, didn't I accidentally... I don't know if I can buy back. Yeah, I did. I accidentally sold in one of my big weapons. I should probably take that back. That was my fault. Wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I had it sort of vaguely in my head at the time, but I was like, I'm in the middle of shit right now. So I guess we should probably do that one because we can get the fudge out of here now. We you know, the lockdown at least has been lifted, so that's good news.
Hey, that pad down there, with the lights off, there are people unloading a ship.
Probably another. It's always fucking freezing in the base.
You know, okay. I remember how earlier I said this game's a bit like Firefly in that you're slowly assembling your rogues gallery of crew members and all that stuff. We got the plucky engineer, we got the religious guy, now we've got the doc. There was a guy standing here before. And you know what? I had this crazy idea. I could be wrong. I had this crazy idea that... You've got a name. Are you important?
Hey there! Got word on the wireless. Your flag's cleared. You're free to go. Hope you enjoyed your time on Groundbreaker.
No, good luck with the board problems.
We don't need luck.
Later. Yeah, I don't know. I had this idea. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe he just wandered off somewhere. But I had this horrible idea. He's gonna have stowed away, or is that him standing down? Oh no, actually no. Just he's missing. I think he's here. Is that the guy? Yeah, that's the guy. I had this idea he's gonna stow away. But I knew he was gonna come with me.
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close.
I had this idea he was gonna stow
Gotta hand it to
away.
you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
You want to come along? You're pretty eager to throw in with somebody you barely know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Why should I hire you?
You're serious. You're giving me a shot. All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case you asked. Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang.
Are you reading off your hand?
Yeah, it's a second draft. Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion.
Sorry. He's funny.
Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress.
Mm-hmm.
Additionally, I have several years of experience as a box hauler. This skill may come in handy if you need a body dragged away or a door held open while escaping enemy fire. In conclusion, thank you for considering me for your ship crew and/or outlaw gang. I look forward to our adventures together.
I thought that was real good, Felix.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
You
What
are
do you
way
think?
too easy.
Am I in?
Talking about bodies, shootouts. What the hell kind of ship do you think I'm running?
The fun kind? I mean, what else do you do when you got a ship of your own?
Good answer. Welcome aboard.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not going to regret this.
I fear I may. See you on the ship, Felix.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is going to be great.
Really? We're picking up strays now?
Look at that. A real vicar. I'm sure we'll get along like a church on fire.
Yeah, I don't know why. I had this idea that he'd be vanished from there when I got back and he'd be like stowed away on board. That might have been a better introduction for him. But whatever. Home. Such as it is. Right. You know, thinking about it, I should probably start stashing shit that I don't want to carry around with me. So apparently we have 2 spades, but we can store... Actually, let me...
Thinking of tinkering at the workbench? I used to love watching Alex work. Now I like watching you.
Because that's not creepy in the slightest, is it? Okay. So, yeah, we can get rid of that. 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 Get rid of a shovel. Get rid of you. I got tactical shotgun. Heavy machine gun. I keep that. Light assault rifle can go. Light machine gun can go. I know I could sell them as well, but I don't exactly have that option at the moment. Let's check my actual armor out. What do we got? Lockpick +5. Armor 10. Armor 6. Right control. See, technically this is mine because it came with the suit that I was wearing. I just didn't have it. Apparently those are unique or something. Takes your perception down by 1. I don't know why you'd ever want that. Yeah, some of this stuff could go. Oh, excuse me. Oh, bloody neck. Yeah, you I can definitely get rid of. And you. Alright. So I guess we can start using this to store shit. Which is as good a place as any, right near the door. I'm gonna check that shotgun against the one I'm currently using. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. Alright, you we can then scrap then. Break down. You. Break down. Again, I'm keeping the shovel in case I need to do digging, but I'm starting to get a feeling I probably don't. Mm-hmm. Does that actually... Do these things have weight? They do have weight. Ah, that would explain a lot. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need all of this. It's just a sort of... I've got it. If I just drop everything off and then take what I need. See, like that drops down my thing by like 15 points. You, I will drop in some. $30 of those should be fine. I don't think I need any of them. Stays in the order you put them in though. Which is a shame. I would have preferred to be able to sort them out. And... Oh, no, that's wrong. Come on, let me... Oh, wait, really? I can't even do that? Okay, tell you what. Is there... You'd think there'd be storage on your own ship. God damn it. Gotta be storage somewhere around here. Is there storage in my room? There's the bin. I don't think the bin counts. I don't know if you like putting stuff in there, gets it periodically emptied or something. That's cool. Look at that. The Groundbreaker. I'm helping those people out. Right. Well, at least we're getting crew members. So I suppose that's a good thing. Ah, my beautiful engine. Always looking way too fucking hot. Oh, hello. I actually do need to talk to you.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Sure.
So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my datapad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
Comes from the heart, you'd say?
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. The trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. Made my chest hurt, kinda.
Sounds like she likes you. I was getting that vibe between the two of them. I mean, I was kind of joking about it, but I did definitely get the vibe.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
So it sounds like she's... What's the term? Is it ace they use these days? Leaning towards, like... I guess... Towards being gay, maybe? I don't know. It's it's really not something that's an area of expertise of mine. Boy, howdy, is it not. Yeah, you're about the warmest person I've ever met. To hell with them.
Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel?
Well, that went downhill fast. I think.
They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
They were close? Not
I
anymore?
don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope?
Oh, yeah, sure. That's what we want. Next time we hit the Groundbreaker, drinks are on me.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be ready.
Okay. Fair enough. That escalated quickly. Me pressing the wrong bloody button. Okay, so are we gonna need any of these extra things? Because it's like, I could take that because like it's only one thing. Could be good in a sort of a pinch. Mine attributes +1 for 30 seconds. Base health. Double oxygenated energy spray. Sniper critical hit damage. See, these are basically equivalent of all like the drugs and stuff like that from New Vegas, I'm thinking. It's really weird that it does it in chunks like that, because I'm so used to it just going down one at a time in games. That's always got kind of weird for me. And you know what? We'll just stick with that for now. Did I not look at... Toughened. Go 1, 2, 3, and 4. We got toughened. What's this? Physical armor. So it ups my armor. But it drops my ability against all the other things, being... I'm assuming that's plasma, acid, lightning, phase, and ice? Why is ice so big? I don't know. Interesting. When your health starts too low, this one makes you temporarily invulnerable, increases your regeneration for a short time. The effect has a cooldown. That's not terrible. Tech kit. It's funny, installing mods seems to drop its defense to various stuff. That's weird. Why would it be like that? Putting on mods makes the thing itself worse? That's really weird. That's the wrong button. I thought so. What you doing? Sorry, I accidentally pressed the wrong button there. Okay, let's put these mods away. Gotta go somewhere. That really drops my thing down. That's excellent. We do have a bit of junk, but nothing serious. Okay, so we need to go to... Might as well get those drinks while we're here. So we'll definitely need to take her. Let's take... Can I see his... How do I see his... Did I just take one person out? I think I may have done. That's fine. Yep, just took her. That's fine because she wants a drink anyway. Oh no, this is probably going to go very badly for us.
You see we had a conveyor pull in?
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner? Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert.
I'm really not.
Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper.
Didn't I say I was going to pay? You're not much of a drinker. I better start slow with the beer. You sure you want to do this? You seem nervous.
Oh, no, that's on account of my not being able to sleep lately. Makes my hands all twitchy, you know. I've just been lying awake, thinking about what Junlei said, and feeling my heart shake.
Well, you're not much of a drinker. Better start slow with beer.
Oh, beer. I guess, yeah, I can do that. Beer can be good. I bet. Bottoms up. Ah, this tastes like the underside of a boot. People drink that for fun?
Yeah, I'm 100% on board with her right now.
I'm pining for Junlei something fierce. What am I doing?
Generally or specifically?
Specifically. Definitely specifically. Oh, why'd I drink that? I mean, just with Junlei. I don't know what to do about us.
Well, start by telling me why her message got you so unsettled.
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all.
What'd she actually write in that message? Yeah, you haven't said.
It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her?
What's this really about?
I just got a lot of feelings, Captain, and they're all climbing up my throat. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve.
I was going to say, you sure it's not the drink climbing up your throat? So let's get you some water.
Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration, here I come. Oh, Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared. Everything? I got a solar system's worth of terrifying questions swirling around my head. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me?
No wonder you're scared. You know, there's an easy way to answer all those questions.
There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not?
Being rejected for who you are? Can't control how people react to you, even people you care about. I mean, that is technically true. You go your separate ways. I don't think she's going to want to hear that. You know, come on, you know, I'm not interested in physical affection either. That's true in my case, but probably not for my character. So you're afraid of disappointing her? You're afraid of being rejected for who you are?
Of course. Wouldn't you be?
Everyone is, no matter their quirks. No, I am who I am. If people don't like that, they're not for me.
I envy your boldness of spirit, Captain. I can only hope a little bit of it rubs off on me. But, gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts.
We all do. Something to work on then?
Yeah. I like the way you put that, like, it's okay to want to be better for her, and not impossible to try. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... wow. So much to think about.
So, you gonna ask her out?
Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should?
You're still unsure? Yes, just ask her! Don't ask my opinions, believe in yourself. What does the booze tell you? I don't think she's drunk enough for that. You're still unsure? Yes, just ask her!
All right. There's no need to strip your screws over it. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually.
Oh god, some people are hopeless.
And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain. Come on, let's go.
Ay. You sure you want to go see her? I mean, we're here. It's not far away. Honestly, some people are just hopeless.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh? My car...
Then again, I suppose I can't exactly say I'm that much better.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. And I don't feel it today. I guess that water must have worked. I'm glad I had you looking out for me.
Glad to hear it. If I know one thing, it's how to stave off hangovers. Yeah, stave off, even. Glad to hear it.
I wouldn't mind having a drink again. Someday. In the distant future. Anyway. I messaged Junlei when we got back, and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos.
Not bad so far.
I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises.
So, Julie does like you. She said it in the most awkward way possible.
Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those 2-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal, and I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hands. I ought to go right back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
You're welcome. Young love. Ah, well, there we go then. Quest complete. Alright, so. Okay, journal. Oh, that's right. I can level these guys up, can't I? Alright, so what we got? Health. Medical, huh? Okay, see that one is tempting. More health from the inhaler is good. Do I want more medical points or her with more health? Let's go with that. What about you, Felix? What's your fucking hell? Okay, he carries a big gun. Persuade. Ooh, that's actually very good. Damage to carrying enemies, armor rating. Let's give him more health. I get the feeling that's going to be useful in a pinch. Right, so in terms of which quest? You. Alright, let's head off and see if we can fix this. And ooh. You know, I noticed that there was a dot there. I just thought, oh, that's something I'll show later. I didn't realize it was going to be that fucking close. We do also have something to do on Terra 2. But let's go to the GB23 first. Whee! Ooh. Purdy. Alright, let's go. Alright, we'll definitely take Ellie, and we'll take Parvati. She seems pretty good. Let's try these two.
It's a touch different from the ones I've seen. Shouldn't be so hard to get it patched up, though. Perfect spot for some peace and quiet.
Not with those robots.
Nice and easy. You got nimble fingers, Captain.
No shit. Unit status, 0 mechanical set to charge and control designated area. Begin charging cycle. Ooh. So are they now no longer they're no longer a threat. Although I suppose I probably could have got more experience if I'd killed them, but fuck it, whatever. Ooh, take that. Praise journal. Last night I dreamed it was beautiful. The streets of Byzantium were decorated with crimson streamers, lashed in the breeze. They asked me to take them, give them to my special ones. I gathered the crimson in my arms, felt so alive, so happy. I turned and Dali was beside me. Not question why my supervisor was there, her eyes so full of emotions. I know she feels but dares not show her work. I wrapped her neck in crimson, tying a tight scarf in the cold day, so beautiful. Then the crimson in my neck opened as a second mouth. I began screaming. When I woke up I was scared. Dreams are so real now. At this time I recognized her face. I had to leave early to work. Every time I look at Dahlia I heard a whisper in my mind how beautiful she would look with a touch of crimson on her neck. Her neck. This must stop. This is not who I am. Christ. Okay. Instruction printing manual covered with mostly illegible scroll, paragraph, cross out, frantic lines, dark ink. Some places the pages are torn through from the force of whoever wielded the pen. Describe the correct procedure for setting auto mechanicals on a paper charging schedule. Ah, okay. Maybe I didn't need the hacking to do that then. But I probably did. God damn it. Guess we're going this way. That doesn't look good, does it? Okay. So you're saying I can't just walk through this then? Okay, I guess we'll go around or see if we can find a way to deactivate it or something. Can I turn these off? Doesn't look like it. Really? I've had this on your journal. I cannot read my previous entries without the whispers tempting me. The whispers do not stop. Every person I see, the whispers tell me to help them. They show me the pain and longing hiding in their eyes. They tell me how these people want no need the gifts I can give. All it would take is a few moments with a blade, a bright fountain of crimson to delight the eyes, and all of their pain would be gone. If I could do it, I know how to help them. It gets harder and harder to stop myself. Saw a friend today, an old friend from school who's now a doctor for Auntie Cleo. I told him about the dreams, nothing outright. I know I'm not so foolish as that. I told him it was an old book I'd found describing my dreams and whispers is happening to the character in the book. I asked him how he'd help the character. He looked at me and he knew. He knew. Whisper told me to end his pain, that he'd tell. I got up and left quickly. I did not hurt him. Not. I have to leave Byzantium. He will tell. He'll come for me and lock me away. I must find a secret place, a place I can be alone. Oh dear. That sounds like it ended extremely well. Can we not do anything about those except go around them? I suppose we could jump over them, but... Whee! Okay. Oh, stop moaning. Let's see what we've got. You...
That was quick.
What do you think I am? Foolish? Whispers have a source and I found it. I've taken refuge in an orbital relay station. It is smaller than the workers' hovel, barely a few thousand square meters, but sufficient for my needs. I was able to flee Byzantium with enough bits to purchase supplies to last for decades. It was strange being among common people on the Groundbreaker. The Whispers barely stirred at the sight of their ill-fed, scarred and unwashed bodies. If only there were fewer freighters docking there, bringing real people from Byzantium, it would almost have made a home free of temptation. As I made this place livable, or as much as it can be, I've started hearing the whispers from the relay terminal. They told me to listen to the voices traveling through the aether to reach me, calling out to me to help them, alone, lonely, needing my help. Found a way to power down the transmitter. No more voices in the aether, and no more whispers. They fell silent. This was not me. It's not. I'm not this foul thing that I have feared for so long. It was the voices in the ether trying to make me hurt others. But I was stronger than they, and I have defeated them. I've already begun making plans to return to my home. Now that the whispers are defeated, I can resume my life again. Can't wait to return. I miss my family and co-workers so much, especially Delilah. Is that a name that I've heard before? I don't know. Sounds vaguely familiar, but then it could literally just be a similar name to one I've already heard. So does that mean that if I turn this back on...
I wish I could do that.
Can everyone? Yeah, so if I turn this back on, is she now going to go nuts? Oh.
Oh, gosh. He's dead, ain't he?
I was so wrong. The whispers did not stop, not. They have returned, they howl at me, demanding I return home and bathe the streets in crimson. Bright crimson, beautiful crimson. I can think of only one way to end this, and then forgive me, Delilah. Never mind. Well, I mean... You know... At least they didn't hurt anyone. I guess somebody with just a mental problem. Unfortunate, but it does happen. Activate. Complete also messages a physical storage device. So something turn on over here. Where is it? Oh, do I have it? Did it go in my inventory? Ah, yes, it is. Isn't that nice? Well, that was easy.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Thank you. Bing.
Heard from the lasses down on 22 that you...
Knock you out.
This is going to take a while. Probably going to be the last thing I do. Actually, we don't have that much time left.
This is Halcyon.
My comm center already got an update ping from the backup relay. I trust everything went smoothly.
Yeah, more or less.
Thanks. That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones. Looking at the transmission logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new security red tape. Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it sorted. Thanks again for saving my derriere. I secured quite the payment authorization for you from Chief Junlei. Try not to spend it all in one place.
Nice. Hey, Groundbreaker reputation increase. How am I getting on with that? Jesus choice. Hey, revering. They love me. Very good. Right. So, journals. Journals. So we got that one. Roseway landing pad. Okay.
The pirate ship? I don't go in for documents.
So we will see if we can get this one, because it might be a new place to land on Terra 2. Once we find the distress signal and all that, might be a good place to pick up in the next episode.
Have either of the assault cruisers ever put in?
Oh, hey, Dragon's Den. You arrived just in time for the end. Yes, you did. I'm literally about to stop. Sorry. That's just the way it goes. But we got a couple of conversations and stuff yet. Hello, welcome back.
How can I be of assistance?
Let's see. Pick up the distress call. You play it back for me.
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
Okay.
Goodbye.
So I'm assuming we had a Terra 2 and now we have... Yes. So there are different landing pads even though they're on the same planet. That's nice. And I'm assuming it would lead to a new area too. So it wouldn't be the Emerald Vale. It would go to somewhere else.
Can we talk?
So.
This Roseway business smells. Something tells me things didn't end well for the guy who made the distress call. And whoever or whatever got him will be waiting for us.
Do we know anything about who sent the call?
What's there to know, Captain? Shady corporate town caught up in shady corporate shit. Tough luck for them, but maybe an opportunity for us.
Could be a trap.
I'm counting on it. Anyway, we might as well take a look out there, see if we can get the jump on whoever's waiting for us.
What? Okay, so we'll head out there. Yeah, we'll take these two. And we'll have a quick mooch around, but yeah, I'm afraid I really do have to go. Sorry, Dragon's Den, it's just a case of bad timing. But you can always watch the archive stream and play catch up with it, so don't worry too much about it. Back on the same planet.
Not that I'm complaining.
Is it a whole new area? It is! Oh, actually, it's quite a nicely sized one. It's about the same size as the Emerald Vale. That is very nice, although it looks a bit more linear in its design. But I'm fine with that. So, yeah, we're gonna have to leave it here for now, I'm afraid. End of stream session, and also end of the week for me, because, of course, tomorrow is Wednesday, and it's my day off! And I'm looking forward to doing as little as possible. Oh, I'm always wrecked by Tuesday. You know you're working when you actually look forward to your days off, right? Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I will see you all whenever I next see ya. Take care out there, everybody. Bye-bye.